my fellow citizens.
Welcome to GlocalBuzz. Here we make a list of famous people who got involved in hit-and-run incidents. Before moving forward, don't forget to press the subscribe button. Now back to the list. 1. Robin Givens. Robin Givens, the actress who was known for her high-profile marriage to boxer Mike Tyson, was involved in a hit-and-run incident in 2004. The incident occurred on January 27, 2004, in Miami Beach, Florida. Givens was driving her SUV when she struck an 89-year-old pedestrian named Maria Antonia Alcover, who was crossing the street. Givens initially left the scene of the accident but returned about 30 minutes later. The pedestrian sustained significant injuries, including a broken hip, and was hospitalized as a result of the accident. Robin Givens faced charges related to the hit-and-run incident. The Miami Beach police charged her with leaving the scene of an accident involving injury. The case was settled in court. Givens agreed to a plea deal in which she pleaded no contest to a reduced charge. As part of the deal, she received probation and was required to complete community service, among other conditions. The hit-and-run case received significant media attention, which brought negative publicity to Givens. 2. Gérard Depardieu. Gérard Depardieu, the famous French actor, has had several run-ins with the law, including traffic-related incidents. In August 2011, Depardieu was involved in a scooter accident in Paris. He fell off his scooter and was later found to be driving under the influence of alcohol. He was fined and faced legal consequences for driving while intoxicated. In November 2012, Depardieu was arrested in Paris for driving his scooter while intoxicated after he fell off it again. He was detained and later fined for this offense. In 2013, Depardieu was involved in a road rage incident where he allegedly punched another driver in Paris after a minor traffic accident. He faced legal proceedings and was ordered to appear in court. While Gérard Depardieu has had multiple traffic-related incidents and legal issues, he remains one of France's most well-known and respected actors. 3. Ted Kennedy. This is one of the most famous hit-and-run case of all. If not for this, Ted Kennedy might have become the President of the United States. Ted Kennedy, the younger brother of President JFK, drove his car off a narrow bridge on the night of July 18, 1969, on Chappaquiddick Island, Massachusetts. The car landed upside down in Poucha Pond. He was traveling with Mary Jo Kopechne, a 28-year-old campaign worker who had previously worked on Ted's brother Robert F. Kennedy's presidential campaign. Kennedy managed to escape from the submerged vehicle, but Mary Jo was trapped inside. Kennedy later stated that he tried to save her but was unable to do so. Kennedy did not report the accident to the authorities until the next morning, approximately 10 hours after the incident. The car and Mary Jo's body were discovered by local authorities the following morning. Kennedy pleaded guilty to a charge of leaving the scene of an accident causing personal injury. He received a 2-month suspended jail sentence and probation. Kennedy delivered a televised speech to explain his actions, which he attributed to shock and confusion.
I was overcome, I'm frank to say, by a jumble of emotions: grief, fear, doubt, exhaustion, panic, confusion, and shock.
The incident severely damaged Kennedy's reputation and was a major factor in his decision not to run for president in 1972 and 1976. 4. Lindsay Lohan. The troubled actress has been involved in several hit-and-run accusations over the years, with notable incidents in 2007, 2010, and 2012. The most publicized incident took place in March 2012 in Hollywood, California. She was accused of hitting a man with her car and leaving the scene. The man, a manager of a nearby hookah lounge, claimed that Lohan's car struck him while she was driving away from a nightclub. The LAPD investigated the incident, but it was determined that there was insufficient evidence to file hit-and-run charges against Lohan, hence no charges were filed against her. 5. Halle Berry. Halle Berry was involved in a hit-and-run incident which occurred on February 23, 2000, in West Hollywood, California. Halle Berry ran a red light in her rented Chevrolet Blazer and crashed into another car driven by Hetal Rathatha. The collision caused significant damage to both vehicles and resulted in injuries to Raithatha.
My arm is like in really bad shape. My wrist is broken. I may or may not have to do some wrist surgery. My back and neck is in like severe pain. It's very hard for me to move, walk, or even sit here like this.
Halle left the scene after the accident and later claimed she did not remember the incident due to a head injury. The police investigated the incident, and Berry was charged with misdemeanor hit and run. She was sentenced to 3 years of probation, fined $13,500, and ordered to perform 200 hours of community service. 6. Paula Abdul. Paula Abdul was involved in a hit-and-run incident which occurred on December 20, 2005, in the San Fernando Valley area of Los Angeles, California. She was accused of driving her Mercedes-Benz on the highway when she allegedly sideswiped another vehicle and continued driving without stopping to exchange information or check on the other driver. The other driver reported minor damage to his car. The LAPD investigated the incident after the other driver filed a report. Abdul was cited for hit and run by the police. She reached a settlement with the other driver, agreeing to pay for the damages to his vehicle. 7. Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes was involved in multiple hit-and-run incidents in 2012. The first incident occurred on April 6, 2012, in Los Angeles, California. She was accused of sideswiping a police car while attempting to pass it and then fleeing the scene. Bynes was arrested on suspicion of DUI. She denied the charges and tweeted to President Obama, asking him to fire the officer who arrested her. The second incident occurred on August 4, 2012, in the San Fernando Valley, California. This time she was accused of rear-ending another vehicle and then driving away without providing her information. The Los Angeles City Attorney's Office charged her with hit and run for this incident and the previous one that occurred in April. She again got involved in another hit and run incident which occurred on September 4, 2012, in West Hollywood, California. This time she allegedly struck another vehicle and fled the scene. Amanda faced multiple charges of hit and run stemming from the incidents in April, August, and September 2012. In September 2012, she was officially charged with 2 counts of misdemeanor hit and run. Later, in December 2012, she reached a settlement with the victims of the August and September incidents, resulting in the hit and run charges being dismissed. She agreed to pay for the damages caused in the accidents. 8. Chris Brown. Chris Brown was involved in a hit-and-run incident which occurred on May 21, 2013, in Los Angeles, California. Chris was driving his Range Rover when he rear-ended a Mercedes-Benz. He allegedly provided false insurance information to the other driver and then left the scene without properly exchanging information. He was charged with misdemeanor hit-and-run and driving without a valid license. Chris claimed that he had provided the correct information and that the incident was blown out of proportion. The hit-and-run charge against him was dismissed in July 2013 after Brown and the other driver reached a civil compromise. Brown provided the necessary documentation and proof of insurance. However, he was still required to complete his probation for the 2009 assault on Rihanna, which the hit-and-run incident had violated. In August 2013, Brown was sentenced to an additional 1,000 hours of community labor for the violation of probation. 9. Suge Knight. Suge Knight, the co-founder of Death Row Records, was involved in a high-profile hit-and-run incident which occurred on January 29, 2015, in Compton, California. Here is a video obtained by TMZ. Knight was involved in a confrontation at a film set for the movie Straight Outta Compton. After the altercation, Knight drove his truck to a nearby fast food restaurant, where another confrontation took place. Knight ran over 2 men, CLE Sloan and Terry Carter, with his truck. Sloan was injured, and Carter was killed. Knight was charged with murder, attempted murder, and hit and run. His defense claimed that he acted in self-defense, arguing that he was fleeing armed attackers when he ran over the two men. In September 2018, he pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter.
For the crime which the defendant has been convicted in count 1, a violation of Penal Code Section 192, Subdivision A, voluntary manslaughter with the strike prior conviction having been found true, defendant is sentenced to state prison for the high term. The reason for the high term is as a condition of the plea bargain. The high term is 11 years and must be doubled under the strike law. Defendant is levied a term in state prison of 22 years. Pursuant to Penal Code Section 12022, Subdivision B, Subdivision 1, he is levied an additional and consecutive 1 year in state prison. Pursuant to Penal Code Section 667, Subdivision A, Subdivision 1, the prior conviction the defendant has admitted, he is levied an additional 5 years in state prison for a total unstayed term of 28 years.
That is it. Thank you for watching. Check out other videos from this channel. Please press like and share on this video, and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Until next time.